no, record number 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. 5, 6.
You just want to skip over the boring parts this time.
Bereit?
Okay, move the microphone closer to us.
Microphone check.
Check test, and we'll probably have to talk louder because, yeah, let's turn this view lock off. That's fucking annoying. So yeah, yet again, we got Problem Dog down here in the yellow. Got myself. Yeah, UnluckyLoki. And pretty much just doing a standard Dark Age build, looking for a fast castle. I do something a little bit different here, I'll get on that in a bit. These guys look like they're doing pretty much the same, except for Noob Nuts over here doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, probably just saw a YouTube video. We're just flaring right now, saying we're gonna wall. Communication is key to any victory, however, in this one, we don't win. I'll just tell you right now, we're not gonna win this. But, we put up a good fight. Well, I put up a good fight. We do need to do some training with Problem Dog. Looks like he's gonna lose this villager actually, because he didn't loom first, doesn't it? Actually he did. Yeah, there it is. Okay, he did loom. But 2 in it. Sure we go. Let's just speed this up. We've already done like 3 records, had problems with all types of shit, and yeah. There we go. The wall's here. Ding. So I got walls up here and here. This one remains untouched. Yeah, looks like someone dropped because the game kept freezing, but whatever. Got the boar lure, which I messed up a little bit there. And what I did a little bit different here is, like, you notice I did 2 boar lures. Pretty standard, right? At 21, I hit up feudal. And I get the deer, right? Pretty standard. But I notice there's 2 more boar down here. That's 340 plus 340, that's 680. 680 food, for free with no wood involved. Plus the berry bushes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So it's you know, it's 500 plus it's 625 food again, without actually having to use any wood. So that's imperial. I just got feudal off the first 2 boards, and I'm going pretty much imperial off that, plus building up villagers. Do the castle age. After the boards were done down here, I went straight to the wood for that, because I need the wood for the farms. And just took the villagers of the berry bush and they're done, and just put them straight on the farms. Like I said, nothing really interesting happened in the first little bit here, so I was kind of whizzing through it. Other than these 2 start talking shit. Looks like this got a little bit of a rush. Again, missed it. Keep forgetting it. I see, because you're a fag. Gotta go down, yeah. Yeah, right. Puts that massive freaking wall up just to keep this motherfucker out because, well, Dick Nuts does that. I know, man, but it gets we'll slow down here a little bit, you know, get more humor going. I die wall here again because I'm assuming, like a douchebag, that's gonna. Yeah, but it's not gonna even get hit. That's a great thing. Jaguars. Yeah, I kind of boxed in my jaguars, my pet cats now. Alright, so. You're new, blue, my name, you're new. Yeah, I know, da-da-da-da. Because I'm playing like a noob today. I did something incredibly stupid. I tried to go to Imperial without 2 castle buildings, which I put up there in a second. We're at 30 minutes game time now. 30 minutes game time. Got myself quarantined off, get my forward goal because I know I can't defend it. Nothing terribly interesting. Slow it down a little bit here and actually talk about what's actually going on. Now we're in the more interesting part of the game. Got the town center down here to help support him when needed, because I can, you know, build buildings and stuff like that. Build this gold here because I need gold. I'm gone. So I need infantry. Infantry is gold plus upgrades. My plan at this point is basically build a massive, stupid fucking economy and grab as many upgrades as I possibly can, and being Goths, crank out infantry when it's needed. Because I can do that. Let's take a look here. He's noticed this whole area over here is wide the fuck open. Here we go. He's gonna build in it. I did not know this area was open. I did not know he walled back here near his first town center, which I believe is this one. Had I known, I'd push further. But, you know, shit happens. This guy down here is pulling a power noob move. It's kind of me. I mean, I can just tell right now. He's got too many idle villagers. He's not paying attention to what the fuck he's doing. You know, if he was intelligent, he'd put these things on aggressive, and they'd just be hacking at the walls on their own. But he's not. That would really he could eventually push through there. Now, being Saracens, he's got siege onagers, which will come into play later in this game. Spoiler alert. Me, I'm constantly hitting the idle villager button. Because I need to know if my villagers are idle. So they're still being built here. Getting the barracks up finally. Just got some upgrades. And said no military. I'm just kind of booming. I'm not booming as hard as I possibly could at this point. But like I said, it doesn't really. That's not what cost me the game here. Yeah, playing like a noob. A little bit, but this is not what.
Too slow.
Well, kind of. I wasn't really booming. Like I usually have all my town centers cranking out villagers left, right, and center, and I'm just hand over fist spending resources until I'm like 110 villagers, and at which point I just stop and start cranking out upgrades like hell.
Yeah.
And then I just build an army. That's normally what I do. Not like it's a great plan or anything, but that's just generally what I like to do. I can do other things. As you've seen my TC rush, I believe.
Yeah. Much more better than this.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm starting to, of course, build buildings down here to support him. So I'm assuming this guy's about to get hit. We can get this here. And I don't know, is your new Imperial? He's going up. Which means you're going to start seeing him start attacking here soon. I didn't fix this as fast as I should either.
Yeah. You're slow in the whole game.
Well, slower than unusual. It's actually my first game of the night.
Yeah. It would be the problem.
Yeah, talk about it, man. Anyway. Alright, so I'm glad I got that 4 gold in like I did, because if I had lost that, it would have been over so much faster. Because if you just had that gold, I would have had nothing. And again, like I said, the thing you guys probably want to do, it's a good bit of a pro advice here, quarantine yourself off, because in case you go down, you don't want to completely fuck your ally, because that would be just wide open, and then they'll come in and butt fuck your ally.
I don't know what to do the whole time.
I know he's always out of villagers, he's just not getting on.
Yeah.
He's building up walls, he's trapped himself a villager in another one. We'll see what's going on here.
You must get a little bit forward.
Yeah, so. Alright, looks like he's starting to forward on me now, and this is where shit starts to hit the fan. He starts trebbing the balls out of this over here. Means, which as soon as this is done, which doesn't take long at all these villagers immediately begin walling. These guys begin walling. Like, I need to slow this guy down because I am not ready. You know, so the research is going up. So I'm just cranking out researches as fucking hard as I can because I need... Yeah, you can call it. I'm dead in 5. If I don't get some shit going.
It's pretty fast. Pretty fast, and yes, much more units than you.
Yeah, at this point he does. Now, I'm building up the Huskarls again. Now, I said during one of the last records that I was going to put a little fight between a fully upgraded Huskarl and a fully upgraded champion in here, because I believe the champion was actually better. The Huskarl is, in fact, marginally better. Yeah, but it's... You know, 1-1 the Huskarl wins, 2-1 the champions win. And when back pretty much back to the champion with anything, and it would fuck up the Huskarls. Now we've got back with the war wagons and all that. All right, here we have the Huskarl and the champion.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna see which one wins. I believe the champion was stronger, but
Let's see.
yeah, let's just check this out. By the way, they're both fully upgraded and post-imperial and all that, so
We see.
yeah, it turns out the Huskarl is in fact stronger, but just barely. Let's watch that one more time. You'll see that the Huskarl only barely survives, even though it has 2 normal armor. It could have gone either way. When back with archers, champions could take down Huskarls, even though archers yeah, basically shoot the one thing that Huskarls are almost immune to. It'll bring it down enough to where the champion has a chance. Actually, let me just go on and demonstrate that real quick. I'll just leave the recording on while I'm doing it. Go to player 2, and I'm just going to put a straight archer. Nothing crazy. Sit up there, oh, little sniper. And test again. Oh, upgraded it to Arbalest. Huge difference from all that. Alright. Well, this guy's playing Koreans. He's using his tower advantage, his tower abilities to his advantage, I should say. Which causes us all types of problems for me later on. We'll see. Let's see up here. What he's doing is he's using the siege onagers to get around the wall. He's been relatively undetected at this point. I can't say for sure. Now, looks like ProblemDog actually did see it. I can't say for sure because I can't turn off the fog of war for whatever reason. But alert, I don't want to turn off that alert. Yeah, the thing said, if what I'm doing doesn't work, I'm hosed. And what I'm doing is, I started to try to build some knights, thinking about it, but changed my mind halfway through. Because my Huskarls, like I said, they got that really high Pierce armor, it's 8+2. They're elite. I believe at this point I have a full upgrade. Let me just go on and take a look. A blacksmith. They don't have the plate armor, but do have the blast furnace. So yeah, they are fully upgraded. From what they can. They can't get plate armor, which would just make them stupidly unfair as far as infantry goes.
Yeah.
This girl's with plate armor. Yeah. Getting pop blocked because I wasn't quite ready for this. Using his tower advantage, building up in this little choke point. And once he comes through, that's my problem, is that I'm open. Right here. Wide open. Of course, if I was smart, I'd have just gone through here. So to make all types of mistakes. So that's what happens. Speed up a little bit. Whoosh. They come pouring in. It shuts down my economy. So I try to get my Huskarls in there to defend as well as I can. And I made a mistake here. I should have kept them coming up here and defending that. Just depending on the castle to do it. And then I made a mistake of ungarrisoning these things at the wrong fucking time.
Yeah, but you hold it.
I hold it.
It's the only difference.
Yeah, I completely held this one back. What I should have done is, while this was going on, made a second push with trebuchets and siege equipment and completely shut down this attack and then counterattacked. That would have given me the game. So at this point, he's not trading. His economy can be shut down. I can get in that. That's the only thing stopping me from getting into his economy. Minus this, of course. So, pretty much it's all shut down. I'm trying very hard. I can garrison these things with only like 3 champions to defend. I held. Tried to repair this, didn't happen. Getting these things up, and all this down here is producing more Huskarls. And at this point, I'm starting to go broke because he said he shut down my economy. That's what's going to cost me the game here, is that I could not defend my eco enough to continue producing units. Now looking down here, what we've got going on is ProblemDog is dealing with shit fighting in his own town, but his economy has not been shut down. And if you look over here, I still don't understand why he didn't do something with this. His economy is like 4 times as strong as mine. Yet he's producing trash.
He had the same problem like you. I think.
So let's see here. Creating the host girls. And fall back. So I pretty much shut down that attack. And of course counterattack with some trebuchets to kind of slow down the advance of their towers. What I should have done was gone ahead and just seal this back off and wait until I was ready, or micromanaged a counterattack better. Actually, if I'd have counterattacked sooner, I'd probably had it, or if I'd have gone through this wall, I'd have had it. 20/20 hindsight, right, guys? I forgot to insert that little Husk Girl thing. Oh, well, I'll show it in a minute. Yeah, like I said, the Husk Girls are, of course, Girls, and they're slightly better than champions, but only marginally. So, what we're looking at here is ProblemDog already called it GG because for some reason he doesn't think he can hold it here, which I think is completely messed up because. Yeah, his economy is 4 times stronger than mine. There's no reason why he should not be holding the line. Again, the trebuchets are targeting the wrong thing. They should have hit the bombard tower. Because, well, the Husk Girls can soak up damage from the castle pretty well. That 10 pierce armor. Nothing too. I probably need to do another video here later about how Husk Girls can take down castles.
Yeah.
Good informational thing, if you have enough. Yeah, again, what happened is I pushed through here, broke through the wall, and I was trying to use to defend my eco. Husk Girls don't have very good defensive buildings, so I'm defending purely on units, but they do make up for it by being able to create units retardedly fast. Again, my economy is shut down, and you'll notice my resources are going to start to dwindle. Yep.
Why is going down?
So what? Yeah, I expected them to counterattack through the top, and they didn't do it. So I went ahead and moved them. I should have had more mangonels going as well. That when I turned the tide of the battle, a little bit better. Should have been more focused on siege equipment, getting this thing. If I had knocked this thing down, the little home field advantage would have just disappeared. Because that cost me. I kept losing units more in here than I did in here. See how fast Belt's producing. I mean, even at normal speed, you can see they just push out. Got a lot of idle villagers, which I need to get working again. I slowly managed to rebuild. Like I'm actually holding the line here. Start producing some Husk Girls down here as well. The perfusion and that conscription, these things just fly out of the barracks. Anyway, I use these to help my buddy here and give him a little bit of support. And I was hoping he would be able to pick up the slack there. If you look at it, he's got shit ton of more resources than me. Which means as Byzantines, you should have been all over those cataphracts. Not one being produced. Irritating. And now of course we're starting to see hand cannoneers from the Koreans, which annoys me again. Because you should know, with hand cannoneers shooting against Husk Girls, minimal damage.
Yeah.
Pierce armor. Of course, my economy, not what it was. Let's push up to the second push. It really comes in waves. Second push. Big one anyway. Third technically. Yeah, it is technically the third one. So, should have been making more Husk Girls back here, but wasn't thinking straight. And did not micro my units well enough. Should have just kept them back. That's what you kind of wanted to keep doing, was keep luring my guys in. But since I was already committed, I decided to go ahead and keep attacking, and I actually win this engagement. I bring up my trebuchets and level this whole thing. That was not about to fly either. Putting a siege workshop right next to my town, that was just not going to happen. But I wasn't terribly as worried about it as the barracks. Of course, you're only using these guys to defend trebuchets and keep this area as clear as I possibly can. You'll see later that when it gets to start building up in here, once you get enemies building in your town with military buildings and producing out of that, it is so hard to get him out, especially when you're already on the ropes. You see, I'll manage to hold that and keep him out of my town. But he keeps building up and building up. If you take a look at his economy, he's spending a lot of resources to keep this area plussed up. He's not quite able to push in yet. Now, this right here, the reason my cherry carts are going nuts right now is because ProblemDogs down here building walls. Yeah, which is stopping my trade carts from getting through, which pushes them default right through here. So that's 50 gold apiece. We're supposed to be keeping my economy going, which didn't, which I'm not going to say that right there cost us the game because it was a series of events that did it, but it was enough. There's any kind of armor difference between pack trebuchets and impact, because a pack trebuchet seems to go down faster. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why that's still there. I don't know why I didn't just hit that with a Husker. I'll just have to click on it. We'll see. Anyway, pushing forward and pushing forward, and this guy here. I'm not sure why he did that. Like, nobody's microing anything here, really. And the siege onagers, I'm microing the siege onagers, and he's not microing the skirmishers, as you can see, just kind of walking straight past it. Now, I've already used my Huskers to level this crap that was down here. I didn't build any more, which I probably should have. But as you can see, I had problems of my own.
Yeah, big problems.
Yeah, like you'll see, if this point here folds, that's the game.
Yeah.
ProblemDog could have really done some serious damage. He was using Hussars, which annoys me again because he's got all that gold. Cataphracts.
Yeah, fighting like children.
Well, not anymore anyway, because fucking pikemen would definitely do some damage against some cataphracts as well. Well, if you mix those cataphracts, of course, Huskers against elite skirmishers. Again, a video here about how Huskers and skirmishers.
Yep.
Yeah, that minimum range, that high pierce armor. I think one Husker can take down like 10 skirmishers. Ooh.
That was a good move.
Yeah, but straight up through past my wall.
Yeah.
And right in the middle of my economy.
You follow him, and then everything's open.
And it comes down south, yep. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. I wish you could find that song put in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, without an internet connection at the moment, it's going to be kind of difficult. I think I might just save one trebuchet to here. Yeah, there's a huge difference in the armor. In the pack, they have a lot less armor.
You do this move all the time.
I know, yeah, I've got to say my house calls.
Even following.
I have to. I mean, I can't let him run, but like, it does more damage
Yeah,
that
man.
way.
Yeah, but you have to do this in steps, you know, not just every unit you have.
I tried, but actually, at this point, I'm starting to believe he's broke because I started seeing Motlor halberdiers, which was called eat for breakfast. But again, see if I can get it. Yeah, got it. It's just not nearly the same kind of unit as a Husker. They're not in the same ballpark. This here, though, was like, that's some bullshit. I had to turn around and really try to defend against this. I couldn't put my own barracks up there to stop them from just spawning into my town. Yeah, I had to send another unit up here to deal with this crap because douchebags. Jaguar coming down here. join the fight. Just to add to my problems, I got a Jaguar. Yeah, all that shit. Problem Dogs, it's amazing. Right before he resigned, he did not give me all his resources. It's just kind of a... It's just what you do, man. If you're about to resign, you throw your strongest ally. Or your weakest. Or your only, in my case. All your resources so they can continue to fight if they wish. If I'd had that resource push there, I might have turned this around. But this turns out to be a good game because, yeah, it's GG. I got nothing to plug this up with. My resources are gone, for the most part. They're all over my town. I think I managed to repel. Yeah, nah, it wasn't this one. Oh, it's the last one. And that was game. If y'all want to take a look at the achievements here in a second, and you just see the difference that was made here. I believe me and Red were dead even. You take a look. But again, yeah, Green winning over here with Trash. Problem Dog, more than enough resources to defend against that. Chose not to. Actually could have used his resource advantage over the Green here to come up with a victory. Because Green had taken his eye off the ball completely. He really could have clipped that. Red, of course, still strong, had relics. Yeah, just, you know, MVP for sure was Spearman. Let's take a look at the statistics here real quick before we kill this. I'm not far behind Red. I think we're pretty much dead even. He just managed to get the tactical advantage. Yeah, all it came down to. You are new, for some reason managed to come out with the highest score, even though I want to say he was the worst player of the game.
Yeah. He's the slowest player.
Yeah, Problem Dog just made some mistakes, but I can see for sure that You Are Noob was just not a good player. Check the military stats. Largest army is him. Between me and Spearman, like you said, like 92 and 93. Yeah. We're almost dead even. Right across.
By the way, you have more points.
Yeah.
You do nothing, but you have more points.
I know, it's pretty much. Well, let's see, he's got most units killed, most buildings destroyed. That probably helped a bit. I didn't lose as many units as Spearman did, but then again, he's attacking. The economy again here. I didn't collect the most of anything. Booming that hard in half the game and didn't collect the most of shit. Actually, Red that did it. So he had a better eco than me. And my trade profit wasn't as good as only 216. That probably cost me the game right there was a trade. Yeah. But I had that. Might have been in there. Who knows though.
You spent so much researches for economy.
Yeah, let's look at this here. My castle, not the last, but one of the later ones. My feudal was first. My imperial should have been faster. It would have been faster by about 3-4 minutes. Yeah. Made this new mistake. Research count was behind in the tech research, but I already researched army, like military, really. So, yeah, the society stats. Every one of us had 3 castles total. Yeah. So we only hit one of those relics. But you know, extra 2,000 gold. That's how many champions over the course of the game. 30 gold apiece. That's a lot. It's enough. Yeah. Then plus the arbalist and all. Yeah. So he did good there. Actually had the least amount of villagers too. Surprisingly. Boomed the hardest and had the least amount. Let's look at the timeline here. All pretty much dead even. We kind of had battle events all the way through. As you can see, like from this point here where the first attack happened, then I started building military. Anyway, that concludes this commentary. Please try to join our clan. Join us on Booby. I have the link up on the Facebook or the on the page, and I also have our Facebook page. I have a link for that as well. If you don't want to join the clan, still like us on Facebook. We keep the videos coming, and hope to see you guys in the game.